with her guilty conscience, she thought I was gonna pull up. And I go like to the top of the screen, I see a message. We're literally tussling over the phone, twisting, turning, twisting, turning, twisting, phone. The boy say,
and your body good, say you smell good, and your money good. No man can style on you, girl, cause you got it and you know that you got it good.
Hi guys, it's Nai. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome cousin. How are you? Here on my channel, we do whatever we want over here. Okay, welcome to a story time. So in today's video, I will be explaining to you guys how my ex-boyfriend literally broke his phone just so that I wouldn't go through it because he was having boop with my friend. So we're gonna jump right into the story time, but before we do get started, I want to remind you to put your post notifications on so that you never miss an upload. And if you guys are interested in how I did my faux locks, I have a video on how I did them before, so just go ahead and check that out. Link will be in the description box. Okay, me and this boy, we're going to name him oh, this is the hardest part. We're gonna name this boy Almond because the color of his skin is kind of like almondish. Okay, we met through a friend of ours. Like, I think my friend was like going somewhere and she invited me, so I went, whatever, and I seen Almond. Me and Almond started talking, and we was like, oh, you kind of cool, like let's exchange socials. And we exchanged socials and we started to speak or whatever. We met in the summertime, y'all. I really meet all my peoples in the summertime because in the summertime I be outside. Baby, fell in love, it was the summertime. We're having shine on as it was the summer. Before I get copyright, because I sound just like Beyonce. And eventually we started hanging out together without the friend. And I realized he was very cool. And shortly after we got together, everything is literally peaches and cream. The beginning stage of relationship is so adorable. Like, you guys are really in the honeymoon stage. I'm posting you, we're together, we go everywhere together. Unless it's just me. Let me know in the comment section, please, because like for real. When I'm with somebody, girl, I be posting some people really won't post a significant other because their friends will really try to talk to them. And it's like, wow. This is not my friends. If you got friends like this, you really need to reevaluate your friendship. But this happened to me. If me and Almond was together, we are posting each other. I say this because this part is so important. We're posting each other. Some months pass. I feel like we're together for maybe about a year now. And of course, we have a couple arguments here and there. We start talking for a little bit, come right back. Eventually, we started to argue just, you know, a little bit more than usual. He starts to move just a little bit funny. He starts to be just a little bit less available. A change like that with no reason is like, why now? I think I forgot to mention this, but Almond does music, okay? Almond does music. He wants to do music and he's always in the studio, right? Always in the studio. That specifically wasn't a problem for me. What became a problem for me was he would always be in the studio and he would just always be busy with work and studio. I respect your hustle, but make time for me somewhere in there. The problem was he was always at the studio, but girl, anytime like he would put me on to like whatever music he was doing, you know what he would do? He would pull out his phone, go to YouTube, go to his notes and read it from there.
Why?
Girl, he was in the studio this whole week and you gonna pull out your phone with your notes from a beat from Spotify? What are you really doing in the studio? And that's when things started to, it was getting a little fishy right there. But like I said, before that, there was no problem. Like, okay, you're in the studio, you're at work, you're making some money, you're trying to make some music for yourself because I know that's what you like to do. Go ahead and do it, okay? It wasn't really a problem for me until it became a problem because it's like, you can make time for me. You are not in the studio or at work 24/7. I would bring it up to him and he would be like, oh, I'm just tired. Like, you know, I'm just tired. We ended up arguing a lot about that. Like, that became a very big problem. It's like, you know what, I need some, like, we need to hang out. Sometimes I'd be so happy that I go through certain stuff because I know what not to do and all the red flags for like future reference, but never ever beg anybody for anything. Not their attention, not for their time, not for them to put you as a priority. Don't beg anybody for anything because I'm telling you, someone who wants to will. But this relationship specifically, y'all, I don't even know why I say it. This man was hella abusive mentally and physically, but we're not here to talk about that right now. If y'all want a story time, I might try and tell one because I'm over it now. I tried to record it before and I started to cry, so I think I'm better now. But anyway, if y'all want a story time about that, then just let me know and I'll try to sit down and record it for you guys. We're arguing because he can't make time for me, and it's like, okay, well, what am I supposed to do? We broke up for like a couple months, and this was around the time that I was using Snapchat a lot. Like, I used to use Snapchat way more than Instagram. I was barely on Instagram, y'all, so y'all know this had to be a while ago. I would post every day, and I realized there's one girl who watched my Snapchats all the time, all of a sudden. And this girl was my friend. I'm going to name her Sid, because she reminds me of Sid from Ice Age. We knew each other since high school. We knew each other since freshman year. We were friends, like we were cool, go to her house and everything. So she was one of them shiesty friends, like one of them little friends you gotta look out for. She told the new girl in our school that she would hang out with my group of friends so that she could look good, because all of us were ugly. So she wanted to be the pretty one in the group, y'all. Like, who says that?
That's weird.
That was so weird, said girl. So now I look back at it, why did I keep saying people around me? I didn't know a damn thing, okay? But this happened, I believe, the year after I graduated. So Sid, all of a sudden, she was watching my stories a lot. All of a sudden, and this was around the time that me and Almond had broke up. Like, she would be the first one to watch them and everything. So I'm like, okay, girl, you got a sudden interest in me. What's that? Like, I'm gonna watch your stories too, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not thinking anything of it, y'all. So I'm like, okay, Sid, you watching my stories? Shit, I'm gonna watch yours right back. Hey, oh, that's what you doing? Hey, okay, girl, do your thing, girl. Yeah, and the thing about Sid is she does music too. So she's doing her music thing too. I seen her post like her music stuff on her story. So I'm like, okay, girl, yeah, you doing your thing. Something happened that was weird to me. But again, at the time, I didn't think anything of it. I believe she worked at like some like ice cream shop or something. I know that she would post ice cream a lot. And if you know me, you know that I like me some ice cream, okay? Ice cream over everything. So she posted ice cream on her story. I believe that it was her job. So I hit her up like, oh, where's this at? And she just replied back, LMFAO. And I'm like, where can I find this ice cream? Like, why are you being so stush about it?
That's suspicious. That's weird.
I'm like, girl, we supposed to be Snapchat cool, because you watch my stories all the time and I watch yours. So you should be comfortable telling me where you got the ice cream from. But I guess that's where she worked. And I guess she put LMFAO because with her guilty conscience, she thought I was going to pull up. I didn't know anything, y'all. It's all going to make sense in a second. So she didn't want to tell me where she worked, okay? I get it now, but before I'm like, LMFAO, girl, why is you laughing? Where can I get the ice cream, ma'am? A couple months passed. Like I said, me and Almond took a break, but we ended up getting back together, y'all. Oh my gosh, so much stuff this boy has put me through. I really don't know why I stayed. Me and Almond got back together. And what was weird about this time, he didn't want me to post him, y'all, at all. Not no piece of him, y'all. And so I'm like, boy, if you come back into my life, you're not about to be, you know, messing with she and she and she, but they want me.
Cause I want she and she and she, and they love them some me.
You know what I'm saying? We're not doing all that. So I'm gonna post you. Keep in mind that when me and Almond stopped talking, we took each other off of social media. Like, we didn't have each other on social media. I think he blocked me and somebody blocked somebody. I don't even know. But we didn't have each other on Snapchat at all. And he used to sleep over to my house. He would just come after work and just come sleep over. I'd be like, okay, just let me know when you're outside, and then I come get the door for you. It was just one time. We went to go get some footprints. We was hungry, came back to my house, ate it, went to sleep. Before he went to sleep, I took a picture. I think I got the picture, y'all. I'm gonna see if I can insert the picture, because this picture was set it all up. The time was like 2:26 a.m., something like that. And I got the back of his head and me. Y'all know, I got the back of his head and me, and I posted it on Snapchat. His hair was blonde. If you knew him, then you would know that that's him. I don't have him on Snapchat. I don't have his friends on Snapchat. No, okay? The next day, I don't remember if it was a text. I will try and search high and low for the receipts. He found out that I posted him. He was like, why are you posting me? I told you not to post me. And his reason was he wants to be private.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying? Oh my god.
I wanted to say I didn't post you because, like, you know, I was about to be like, I kind of snuck it a little bit. I kind of snuck it in. I got the back of his head. I'm like, don't nobody know this is you. I didn't even get your face. Like, I didn't even get your face. Nobody knows that this is you unless they've seen you. I don't have any of his friends on Snapchat. So who showed that to you? Who brought it to your attention? Girl. Sid. Sid, the same girl that was watching my stories religiously, must have seen him on my story. Again, this is all going to make sense to the end, so bear with me, please. But Sid, she must have brought it up to him. But at the time, you guys, I didn't know. So I'm like, how did you know that I snuck and post you? What friends you got spying on me? This is what I'm thinking. I'm like, are your friends spying on me? But I'm like, who's spying on me? It wasn't making sense. It just wasn't adding up. And after that, I was like, all right, I'm not gonna post you because you obviously got people stalking me. And I would have known if Almond was the one to watch my story because you can see your views. Almond wasn't in there. Not a piece of Almond was in there. Not even his friends. So I'm really like, how did you even know this? And why are you so angry about it? We fast forward now. We're back on good terms. We're at his house and we're chilling in his room. I remember exactly what was going on. I was standing out by like the mirror because there's, okay, how can I explain it? So there's a mirror right here and behind me is the bed. So I'm chilling looking in the mirror and he's sitting on the edge of the bed behind me. He's like, oh, you want to hear my music? And I'm like, oh shit, yeah, because since he was in the studio, you know what I'm saying, you gotta have something to show for it. You gotta have something to show for it. Let me hear your music. Let me hear what all this time in the studio you was doing. So I turn around, I'm like, so now we're face to face. He's on the edge of the bed and I'm like leaning against the mirror. Why he pull out the notes, the beat, and he starts singing it from his mouth, y'all? What were you doing in the studio? Were you even in the studio at all? What were you really doing? At the time, y'all, I'm just like, whatever. Like, I don't even think that was going through my brain. He's talking and he's like, you know, telling the lyrics or whatever, and he's like, I'm like, oh boy, that sound nice. That sound nice. And then I hear ding. I hear ding. You know, I message ding. I hear ding. I'ma act like him. I'ma set the scene for y'all. Almond is the one with the hat. So he's like this on his phone. This the phone, y'all. I'm sorry, but this the phone. He like, I'm over here like, hey, that's fire. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So yeah, it sound good, right? La la. And then it say ding, and he go, oh, I'm lying. He gave me the phone because I'm like, oh, let me see the lyrics. Like, I want to see. So he's like, here you go. Thank you. And then the phone go, ding. And I go like, to the top of the screen, I see a message. I wish I could remember what the message said, but I saw the words daddy. And I saw a heart. I saw some hearts. I just see a hand swiftly. And I'm like,
oh, you playing games. You're playing games.
if you're not serious, you're not telling me that you want to get back together. But I see a message was talking about daddy and some hearts. I try to get the phone back. Snatchies, because what are you hiding on there? We're fighting over the phone. I'm not gonna lie to you, we're fighting over the phone. I'm trying to grab it and he's trying to grab back. Like, so we're like tussling over the phone. I'm squeezing it. Like, why are you fighting over the phone? What and who texted you? What was the message and who was it from? That's all that was going through my mind. We're literally tussling over the phone, twisting, turning, twisting, phone. The boy say, he look at me and I go like, so you really broke your phone so that I wouldn't go through it? Y'all, he gonna say, yeah.
That you know, and they ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't.
I mean, like, the phone shattered, y'all. Shattered. You need a new phone. You now need a new phone. You currently have no phone. I think this was kind of triggering for me because remember I said we met in the summertime and when we fell in love, it was the summer. This man was a completely different person when it came to his phone. I could unlock it. Like, I could go through it like if I wanted to, but I didn't feel the need to, you know what I'm saying? This man was a completely different person when it came to his phone, and I know this because around the time we first met and when we got together, like when it was official, my phone was broken. And you know what this man did just so that he could talk to me? He took the phone from his pocket and he gave it to me and said, you can go home with it. He sent me home with his phone unlocked and everything just so that I would be able to talk to him like from his computer or something. I don't know how I was talking to him or even if I was talking to him, but he gave me his phone from his pocket and said, here, take it with you because I know that you don't have a phone. So now we fast forward and we're arguing some more. You're literally breaking it just so that I won't see that one specific message. You guys, it's all going to make sense in the end, so please bear with me. Just wow. I was just like, you really broke your phone so I wouldn't go through it. To this day, y'all, it is just like, Wow. I'm gonna tell you guys how I found out about Sid. So he broke his phone and whatever. After that situation, y'all, my dumb self still talking to him. Y'all can laugh, it's okay. Y'all can laugh, it's okay. Like, honestly, after this boy apologized, I'm like, okay, you're sorry, and I forgive you. And that's just how I used to be. And y'all could judge my past self too, but y'all cannot judge me now. I'll put that on Mary Had a Little Lamb, okay? Yes, aside from all of that, aside from him breaking his phone, just so that I wouldn't go through it, we did end up talking again. We took a break. Trying to get back together again, you guys. And he was like, so, when we was on a break, did you do anything with anybody? And I was like, no. Did you? I lied through my teeth, y'all. I lied through my teeth. And he told me no too, but eventually he confessed and said that he did something with Sid.
Why are you crying?
But I never told him that I did nothing. Because why would I do that? So he said that he did something with Sid, y'all. But at the time, he didn't know that me and Sid were cool. Well, we wasn't really cool like that, but like we didn't have no beef. There was no beef or anything. This is when he admitted that he did something with Sid. Sid knew all about Almond and me being together. Oh, they doing construction in the back. They doing something back there. I'm so sorry if you guys hear the construction, but they're literally just doing construction right outside of my window. So him and Sid were doing music together. I don't even know if they have a song together. And that's why Sid was watching my stories, because I guess at that time period is when they stopped talking, and I guess that's how come he came back to me. And I guess she wanted to see that. And when she saw that as the picture, like, I mean, remember he said he didn't want to be posted. So I'm like, that's probably why, because Almond didn't want Sid to know that he was back with me. I don't even know, but I know that that's how he found out that I posted him. He had blonde hair. Nobody knew this on my Snapchat, because remember we were on a break, and when we were talking, he didn't have blonde hair. So as far as my Snapchat viewers are concerned, this is somebody new. But Sid knew that that was him, because she knew him the time he colored his hair blonde. So that's why he was so mad about me posting him, because Sid found out. And that message on the screen was from her. The stuff that I put up with, I promise you I would never put up with it again. I'm just so happy that I know better. And that's why I be telling people, like, your mistakes are your biggest lessons. So yeah, that's the story time of how Almond, my ex-boyfriend, had with my friend. And he broke his phone just so that I wouldn't find out. Alright, you guys, so that's the story time. Please let me know if you guys enjoyed it. Please let me know if you want more story times. Give this video a thumbs up and comment that that's what you want to see so that I know. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. My Instagram is down below. And I'll see you guys in the next video.
And if you have no man problem, show me on your hand. Just walk out to the round and just give me the boss one.